let's leave it beyond, not beyond. We should not go to the governor, please.
Very well.
Governor is not part of any subject here.
Very well. Chair, I want to also mention that once I raised the 176 million additional pending bill, I was then subsequently excluded from cabinet meetings and haven't attended cabinet meetings since the 29th of March this year. And further, as I continue with my submission, I will be explaining the importance of that, Chair. So, towards February, mid-February, when Governor Orengo, the governor, I apologize, the governor made a reshuffle and returned people that were under investigation, I realized, and again, we were not talking. We had not talked from mid-January. So I realized that, if I did not make enough noise, because I'd been discussing with him, I had been trying to handle it internally, because I'm part of executive. So from November, those huge withdrawals, I was in discussion with the governor and the finance team. December, still tried to find an amicable solution. January, same. But in February, when the governor made that unilateral decision to transfer people that were suspected to have stolen money and were under investigation, and transferred in mainstream finance, Chair. Now, the way finance works in county government, and specifically IFMIS, if you want to steal money in county government, then the place to focus on is treasury. So it's chief officer finance, director finance, head of treasury, head of IFMIS, cashier. That circuit, those 5 people are the people that interface with money at any point in time. So when the governor returned those people to those particular positions, I said this, I must now go out to the public and go back to my electorate, the people who elected us, and let them know what is going on. I did not want to wait 4 or 5 years, as is the practice with most of us politicians, and then start complaining. And then the electorate were going to ask, so why did it take you 4 or 5 years to talk about this? I wanted us to nip it in the bud so that we are able to seal the loopholes and focus on the service delivery to the people of Siaya County. So when I was out there in one of the funerals, I made a political statement around plunder and theft of public money in the executive. I was subsequently summoned. I was just laying the background. Subsequently summoned by the assembly. And chair, and committee, it would interest you to note that the gentleman that summoned, issued the first summon for the general oversight committee, the chair, the gentleman that issued that summon, was the chair of the ad hoc committee for my impeachment, the Honorable Francis Otiato, and he was a witness here yesterday.